Hi Stampers, welcome to Video Friday. And so today for our YouTube, we are going to be making a reverse panel fold card. That's a mouthful. And I am excited because I'm going to be using the designer series paper that's in the mini catalog. It's in the back of the mini catalog. It's actually a hostess pack of paper. It's huge, 12 by 12, 48 sheets. It's called Flowers and More. And this designer series paper is just so fun to play with because there's all these different stripes and flowers and designs. And so you can really mix and match a lot of cute paper. And so it's perfect for this card. So today I'm going to teach you how to make this card. I'm going to give you the measurements as we go along. Okay, so if you want to follow along, that would be great. Okay, so we're going to be using Sentimental Park bundle, which is in the mini catalog also. So let's get started and make this card. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I am in screen. Yes, okay. So for the card today, I'm going to start with a piece of pale papaya. So this is a in color that's going to be going away at the end of this catalog. So pale papaya is I don't know, it's like a little sweet orange color. So I scored it twice. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I scored it at 4 1/4, and then I turned it and I scored it at 2 1/8. And so that's going to be the start of our card. So I'm going to fold it on those score lines. Okay, so that's going to be the start of our card. Okay, and then we need another piece of pale papaya, and this one is actually 6.5 by, I want to make sure I get the measurements right for you, 6.5 by 4.5. 6.5 by 4.5, and I scored it at 3 1/4. So it kind of makes its own little mini card. Well, I think I exactly scored that right. That's strange. Okay, we're going to trim that down a little bit. Sometimes best laid plans, right? If that happens, you're just going to trim that down. Okay, so that's going to be like a little mini card that's going to fit inside of here. Now for my designer series paper, I did choose 2 from the Flowers and More. I chose this one and then this one. Okay, so I think they both, this one is actually crushed curry. This has more pale papaya, but I think this is going to work fine. Look at the back. Ooh, like the little stripe. So, you know, you can just mix and match them. They're so cute. All right, so let's get started and put this card together. So the first thing we want to do is you want to cut a piece of designer series paper, and this is actually 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and you're going to glue this onto the front of your card, just like this, and you only want to put glue on this half, right? Because you don't want this half with any adhesive on it. So put adhesive on this half, like that. Okay, so this is free and clear, okay? And then on this piece, this is actually going to fit inside of here. And so you want to put this on the front. Okay, so you can put adhesive on the full piece. And what size is this? You're probably saying, you didn't tell us the size. Okay, so this is 3 inches by 4 1/4. 3 inches by 4 1/4. Okay, and then I also cut another piece of white the same size. So this is 3 by 4 1/4 also, and that's going to fit on the inside. Okay, now to put this inside your card, you're going to put adhesive on the back of your little mini card. So put adhesive fully on the back and then lay it inside of this inside of your card. So kind of center it, just eyeball it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that is actually going to be how your card is going to open. So we are going to decorate the front, okay, since this is kind of the more, I guess it's a little more subtle than this. So I'm going to decorate the front of this, and I'm going to use some of the colors that are in this. And I chose Shaded Spruce and Sweet Sorbet, okay. And then, of course, I'm going to use some Black Memento. I also am going to be using the dies from Sentimental Park and the stamp set. And so this stamp set has 23 stamps in it. It's a photopolymer set. And then the dies that coordinate with it, you can purchase as a bundle, 10% off if you purchase them as a bundle. This has 18 dies in it. And two of the dies that I'm going to use is this one and this one. Okay, so what I did in advance was I cut this one out, and then I cut a white piece out of this one. I'm going to do some cutting. I've got my mini cut and emboss over here, the peewee to cut out some of the flowers, but I thought let's keep it a little bit shorter. So, okay, so and the reason I did this is because I wanted to show you the coolness of how this actually slides in. Is it tuck? Like that, and it tucks under, and it's adorable. Okay, so you can use any color cardstocks. You could use your designer series paper for this piece, and then use you know, like white and white, or anything that coordinates with your designer series paper. Okay, so I'm going to take this out because I'm going to stamp on it. All right, so that's going to be used, and then I'm going to use these flowers. I'm going to use these flowers. Okay, so this is a two-step stamp set. I'm going to stamp this in black, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to color it in with Sweet Sorbet, and then this I'm going to stamp in Shaded Spruce, and then I'm going to color the inside. Okay, so I have some scrap paper here, and I'm going to mount my stamps. So I have the inside of the flower, the outside of the flower, and then I have the leaf. Just gonna put that on there for now. Okay, this stamp set has a lot of really cool sentiments. I like that they are small, really great for I'll show you. We're going to use one today. All right, so first I'm going to stamp the outside of the flowers in black. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp the inside of the flower in the Sweet Sorbet. Super easy to line up because they are photopolymer. So you could use your Stamparatus or skip the Stamparatus and just line it up with a block. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp the leaf in Shaded Spruce. And then I'm going to stamp the inside of the leaf in Shaded Spruce also. Oops. But I want to actually stamp it off once so that it's just a little bit lighter. I'm going to ink this up in Shaded Spruce. Stamp it off once. So this is actual second generation. So you get that lighter green, okay, so that you can still see the, you know, the outside of the leaf. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut these out on my cut and emboss. So we have dies, obviously, for both of these. Got that leaf, and we have this flower. Okay, I'm not going to cut them at the same time. It's too risky to mess it up. So I'm going to do one at a time. We do not have the magnetic plates, right? So you kind of have to either use Post-it note to hold it in place or do your best. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to cut out the leaves. also. So, we're going to have some online exclusives coming up in March. I'm excited because these are new products that are not featured in any catalog and will never be featured in any catalog. They are only purchasable from the online store. And what's interesting about it is that they are not going to be like a 1-month deal. They are going to be available long-term. So they're telling us that what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of products, okay? And then they will be available on March 1st. So I've gotten a few of them already. I could pre-order a few of them. There's like some new embossing folders. There's a new alphabet, all kinds of goodies. And you'll be seeing those soon. And then they, you know, if they're really popular and they sell out, don't fear, they'll come back. So it's not like, you know, a one done thing where you, oh, I didn't get them and they're gone. So I'm really happy about that they are not going to be items that are never going to be available again. Okay, so time to start decorating. And I said I was going to stamp on this, and I'm debating if I am going to. I don't think I am going to stamp on this, actually. I think I'm just going to tuck it in here. I should have just left it in there. I had it in there. And you can glue it in. Maybe I should do that. Put a little glue on it to hold it in place. If you look at these dies, there is a right and a wrong side. Okay, so this isn't stitched. I wouldn't say it's stitched. I would say it's like little tiny dots. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a name for it. Okay, so before that sticks down, I'm going to try to line it up. I think that looks good. A little bit crooked, but I think it's okay. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we are going to apply this to our card. And I'm going to use some glue dimensionals to pop this up. And I'm going to put the leaf down first. And then we'll put the flowers down so we know right where to place them. Okay, ooh, liking it. All right, so this is actually going to get adhered to the front of our card. So you could stagger it or you could just do it straight. I'm kind of a straight girl. Kind of like I'm straight, so I think I'm just going to put it on straight. Like that. So cute. Okay, now, so this is going to open, then this is going to pull, and then this is where you would have your sentiment and your, you know, whatever you want to write in the card. And so this stamp set has some really cute things. I'm going to stamp, Let's Celebrate You. I think that looks really good. So I'm going to stamp that. Let's Celebrate You. Okay, fine, Let's Celebrate. There it is. And now I have to decide if I want to do this in colors. Yes, I think I am. I'm going to use Shaded Spruce for Let's Celebrate You. Let's Celebrate. Don't you love that font? And then You, I'm going to stamp this in Sweet Sorbet. So there is no die to fussy. If you want to use You would have to fussy cut it. If you wanted to, you know, if you wanted to pop it up, I think I'm going to go the simple route and just stamp it on. Okay, so there is our card, and it is called a reverse panel fold card. Now, as far as some kind of embellishments, yes. Possibly could use some embellishments. You want to make sure that these folds are nice and folded because the card has a tendency to want to pop up. Okay, so here's my new embellishments from the mini catalog. And I'm going to look and see what embellishments I think would be best. Ooh, kind of like those gold, but they might get lost in there. I write on the back, Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, and Gold. No. Mango Melody. Interesting. Black and gray. These are actually craft, I think. I mean, crumb cake, black and white. I think I'm going to use these. I really am going with these. I love these. These are the Flat Adhesive Backed Pearls. These are actually designed to coordinate. They're in the suite with the By the Bay, but because they're supposed to kind of look, I think, like, you know, pearls that you would find in an oyster. But, oh, I'm loving them. I don't even need to use that. I'm just going to put these on like this. How cute they are. Actually, they're so nice and big. Okay, so there's my card today, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's, as I said, this paper is just loaded with options. So if this is too busy for you, you may want to, you know, take it down a notch and just use something a little simpler. My name's Trevis Bossler. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. Give it a like. I would appreciate it. And then other people will get to watch also. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you on Tuesday with a Gratitude Day video. Bye.